Hey guys, it's Dan and welcome back to Zen Life TV. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Hape or Rapé and really what it is, how to use it, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use it here today. So first off, what is Hape? Well, it's mostly tobacco. This is the true, authentic, good quality tobacco, not the bastardized version that we've seen in cigarettes and in culture that's been put out to the mass market that has pretty much taken what was such a good thing, a good plant for our body, very healing, very cleansing, very grounding, bringing us clarity, and sort of twisted it and made it addictive and harmful to the body. So the first thing I want to say about Hape, if you've ever seen anyone doing it, you know that it gets blown up your nose. Now, you do not sniff, you do not inhale Hape into your lungs. What you do is, before you're going to administer it, whether you're going to self-administer it through this device here, which is called a Rapé, a selfie stick, you could call it that, blow it up the nose, or a tepi, where somebody else blows it into your nose, you do not inhale either. Okay, so there's no conscious inhalation to pull it into your lungs. What you do is you hold your breath. You take an inhale and you hold your breath. Then the other person will blow it up your nose, or if you're doing it yourself with the Rapé, you will blow it up your own nose. Okay, so the idea is it's going to sit in your nasal cavity, in the thin layer of skin. It's going to pass through the blood-brain barrier. It's going to get into your body through that thin mucous membrane. And it's also going to draw out a lot of the toxins that are in your body. It's going to bring a lot of the mucus that's in your brain up. And what you're gonna feel is you're gonna feel extremely grounded. I tell people it's kind of like you're feeling all your own energy be sucked back into you. So if you've, diffused your energy, or you've given out to a lot of people, or there's holes in your auric field, it's gonna help bring it all back in. So much so that if you're sitting up and you did the Hape, as a couple minutes goes by, you're gonna feel so heavy. You're gonna feel almost like it's hard to keep your balance, even sitting up. You might need to lay down. So this is a very healing, very pulling all the pieces of you back together and aligning and getting rid of all the energies that don't really belong there, that don't make up your true essence, if you will. So I have my setup here. I have some shakers, which are really good for after it's been administered, just to really start to shake up that energy, because as you're going to see, when it's first administered, the initial reaction is something like this, almost like a lion's breath, and that's going to be a purging through the tear ducts, through the nasal. It's a very harsh stinging to the nasal passage when it first gets blown up there, but it only lasts about 5 to 10 seconds of that harshness. And it's very important to remember that once it gets blown up to one nostril, your mouth breathing is all you want to be doing. Your nose is off limits. Okay, you don't want to be doing an inhale through your nose when you have that tobacco right up there. So the idea is just to keep it sitting there. So what we want to do is do our inhales and exhales through our mouth. So as soon as the first one gets blown in, the only type of breathing that we're doing is mouth only, okay? And we want the shortest amount of time possible between the first blow and the second nostril. Okay, so it's one nostril at a time. Doesn't matter which nostril you do first. the idea is just to keep as little time as possible in between doing the first and doing the second, because you want the effect to take, both sides of the body, the masculine and the feminine, and you definitely want to do both nostrils during your Hape ceremonies. So I'm just trying to see here, so let's go over this again. We have the Hape here, okay? As I'm just gonna demonstrate it for you guys, and I'm going to do it here for you today. By the way, this is Tribu Spirit. Check them out, link in the description. This is a blend that they have. It's a long name here. It's called Shawandawa Hape. This is a Brazilian Hape. This is also a Brazilian Hape called Cobra Coral. And what's the difference between the two? Well, you can definitely check out their website, but as far as what I've experienced, the Cobra Coral is a little bit more of a harsher, stinging clearing, and the Shawandawa is more of a grounding, less harsh of a sting physically in the nose, and more of just a sort of a peaceful bringing back of all the energy. So I'm going to do this one today. This one definitely has its place. Once again, definitely check out their websites, link in the description here. So what I'm going to do is take a very, very small amount. You don't need much. Probably, I would say half of a dime size circumference right here in your hand like this is more than enough. And since I'm going to be administering this myself today, I'm going to use my Rapé selfie stick, and I'm going to load it into the large part here, which will eventually go into my nose like this, and then I will blow it up my nose. So what we want to do is we always want to pull as we load it toward our heart. And this is where we want to get clear on our intentions, what we want out of the experience today. Now, typically what we would do is hold it to our heart, put our energy into it, focus on conscious breathing, and then we move up to the third eye. Same thing here. Intentions, conscious breathing. I'm going to start with my left nostril. So I'm going to take a big inhale, and then I'm going to hold it, and then I'm going to blow it into my nostril, and then my nose breathing is completely off limits. It's only mouth breathing. I'm going to load up the second one, do the right nostril for demonstration for you guys here. Mouth breathing. And a quick reminder for you guys, as you blow this, whether you're administering it yourself or for someone else through a tepi, when you do blow it into your nostril, you always want to blow from the lowest part of your belly possible. Blow all the way from the lowest part of your belly out through the applicator so that you can get it as far back into the brain and into the nasal cavity as possible. I'm doing here is I'm just wiping what's coming out of my nose, but I'm keeping it housed up here. Just focusing on my breathing. Deeply in, fully out through the mouth. Letting it set in. Passing the blood-brain barrier through the mucous membranes of the nose. You can feel it starting to pull the energy back into me, into my true essence of my being, my spinal column, my brain, starting to detox some mucus. Nose breathing is completely off limits. You can do mudras, whatever you feel called to do with your hands. Keep them together. You can put them on your knees. This is really, really cleansing for the body physically and energetically. You can really start to feel that groundedness that's making my body feel heavy starting up here. It's very grounding. It's pulling me down towards the earth. So a lot of times we can get caught up being in the cosmos and our thoughts, in the area above our heart, in our mind, our monkey mind. What this does is it really puts you into a very deep meditation, and you guys can probably sense my energy changing from when this video started because I needed this today. Which brings me to how often can this be used? A lot of people that I know are very familiar with Hape use it quite regularly. They can use it every day, sometimes even twice a day. And you'll just go with whatever you feel called to. For me, I use it about once or twice a week, but I can see how with a regular routine, this could be used daily, at least once a day as part of a finishing ceremony to a breathwork session or to any type of, obviously, plant medicine ceremony. I find it to be very useful ending any type of ceremony. The first time I was introduced to this was mid-ayahuasca ceremony, and this for me kind of stole the show of the ayahuasca ceremony in the way that I didn't even know we were going to be doing any type of thing called Hape. I didn't know what it was, but the shamans came around and said, okay, it's Hape hour. They gathered everyone up. Some people were outside, some people were in the bathroom, so we all came back together and we sat down and came around and did this, and the shaman showed me, just like I demonstrated here for you, how it's done. And when it was first blown into my nose, again, this is mid-ayahuasca experience, so I'm all up in the cosmos. So this does a great job of bringing you back down. And that's the power of the tobacco plant, is it's very grounding, very centering, very clearing and cleansing. And so not only is this used in plant medicine ceremonies to bring people back to their center, but it can be used daily, just like I'm using it here today. And once again, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. In about 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna completely blow this all out of my nose, and we're gonna see it all come out. We're gonna see some mucus and some other things that were stored in there come out with it. And I'm already feeling the cleansing, the clarity of this. I haven't breathed through my nose at all, so I'm still just continuing to do mouth breathing, even as I explain this here. Check out Tribe Spirit, link in the description. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just really enjoy their products, really enjoy the energy that they put into it. And remember, this is about the energy that you put into it too. So as you're holding it to your heart, as you're holding it to your third eye, call in what you want. Call in the spirits, call in your intentions of what you want to bring into not only your life, but what the type of clearing that you want just from your daily practice with this. So once again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.